Liverpool's summer rebuild under Arne Slot is beginning to gather real pace, and the clearest sign yet of their intent has just emerged. After weeks of speculation, the club has now made a substantial offer for a striker who has been firmly on their radar. It's a move that not only underlines the seriousness of their interest, but also sends a message to rivals that the Reds are prepared to act boldly in the market. The need for fresh attacking options has become increasingly clear, and this latest development marks a significant step forward in addressing that. While the identity of the target has been no secret among those following the story closely, the size of the offer on the table confirms just how highly the player is rated by Liverpool's recruitment team. With pre-season now underway and plans for the new campaign accelerating, the ball is rolling and fast. Let's break it down along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, reports from Spain claim Liverpool are now ready to do everything in their power to sign Real Madrid winger Rodrigo. The Reds are currently involved in a potential new record transfer for Newcastle forward Alexander Isak, but that isn't the only position being targeted for a new look attack. With Luis Diaz reportedly having told Liverpool of his desire to leave the club, and the Colombian being subject of interest from Bayern Munich and Saudi Arabian clubs, a new left-sided winger is being sought. Liverpool are seeking a versatile forward, with Diaz having also played centrally as a number 9 for much of last season, and Rodrigo ticks all the boxes as an elite winger who can play on the left, right or centre. Last season he made 12 of his 54 appearances in all competitions from the left, with 10 as the centre forward and 31 on the right of Real's attack. Reporting for Spanish newspaper AS, journalist Eduardo Burgos Rodriguez writes that Liverpool have joined Arsenal in pursuit of the 24-year-old. The report states that Liverpool will send an emissary to Madrid in the coming days or weeks to initiate official contacts, after the Reds have decided the future of Diaz. In somewhat of a transfer triangle though, Bayern are said to have interest in Rodrigo should they not sign Diaz from Liverpool. Real Madrid are said to value the player at £86.6 million. Rodrigo would clearly add versatility and quality. At age 24, he could also be seen as the longer-term heir to Salah's role on the right. Liverpool's interest in the Brazilian dates back to 2017, when the Reds attempted to sign the then-teenager from Santos for €3 million. "I wanted to stay at Santos even though the offer was very good," he previously explained. "The pathway they promised me would also have been very good for my career. I was going to finish my studies in England to prepare for European football." Now, in a massive offer for a striker, while Liverpool are looking to land a record-breaking deal for Newcastle striker Alexander Isak, the club have now made an official approach for Hugo Ekitike. News of Liverpool's contact with Newcastle emerged on Tuesday, with the Premier League champions scoping out a potential move for Isak. Though the insistence from St James's Park is that the Swede is not for sale, there are further claims that a package worth around £130 million would tempt them to part ways. Newcastle's own advances for Ekitike, including an unsuccessful £65 million bid, suggest that they are planning for life without Isak, even if it is maintained that the two would play together. Liverpool have now made their own approach for the Eintracht Frankfurt striker, as the Athletic's David Ornstein reports. While the specifics of the club's contact with Frankfurt are unknown, the likelihood is that this was an initial inquiry to learn what it would take to secure a deal. Ekitike will have already communicated his willingness to head to Anfield, which appears to have also been the case with Isak. That this development comes less than 24 hours after Ornstein's report on interest in Isak may be telling, with it widely perceived that Liverpool would push for Ekitike to strengthen their hand in talks with Newcastle. A tall, nimble centre-forward comfortable working in the channels, as well as dropping deep to link play, Ekitike is stylistically and statistically similar to Isak. Such is the similarity in their recent output that 23-year-old is seen as the best like-for-like alternative to Newcastle's number 14. While that could suit Liverpool in the event they are unable to strike a deal with their Premier League rivals, an optimist would read the situation as Newcastle having already identified Isak's successor. Clearly, Isak is prepared to leave Tyneside, and all indications are that his preferred move would be to join Liverpool. And while Newcastle are averse to selling the Sweden international with 3 years left on his contract, they may be forced into a decision if he pushes for the exit himself. Liverpool's public pursuit of Ekitike could therefore serve as a message for both Newcastle and Isak himself to make a decision swiftly. Frankfurt are reported to value Ekitike at around £86.5 million, which is just clear of the fee paid to sign Darwin Núñez from Benfica in 2022. No striker aged 23 or under across Europe's top 5 leagues scored more than the Frenchman in all competitions in 2024-25. Ekitike scored 22 goals in 48 appearances across the Bundesliga, Europa League and the DFB Pokal, which is one more than the second highest fellow Liverpool target Benjamin Sesko. In other news, Darwin Núñez's future at Anfield looks increasingly uncertain, but one major suitor has officially dropped out. According to reports in Italy, Napoli have ended their pursuit of the Uruguayan striker after failing to agree on a valuation with Liverpool. Napoli have been exploring a cut-price deal for the 26-year-old, who joined the Reds in 2022 for a club record £85 million from Benfica. The Serie A side were reportedly prepared to offer around £47.5 million, a fee Liverpool deemed too low, especially given interest elsewhere, with the Italian champions instead finalising a deal for Udinese's Lorenzo Luca. Núñez's most advanced European option has now evaporated. The 24-year-old Luca is joining Napoli on an initial loan with an obligation to buy, confirming Antonio Conte's side has moved on. That development could pave the way for Saudi Pro League interest to ramp up, with Al Hilal now reportedly leading the chase for Núñez. After a frustrating campaign where he scored just 5 goals and provided 3 assists in a title-winning squad, the striker may be tempted by a fresh start, and lucrative offers from Saudi Arabia could accelerate that possibility. Núñez struggled for regular starts under Arne Slot, who preferred Luis Diaz in the central attacking role during Liverpool's dominant run to their 20th English League title. What do you think the right thing to do with Núñez now? With Napoli dropping out, should Liverpool keep him around or drop their expectations in regards to their expected value? Let me know. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.